Welcome. And if you've been wondering what unique gift to give that someone special for the holidays, we'd like to suggest the gift of becoming a published author and create your own book. And that someone special can be a loved one, a business partner, or even you. So we're really thrilled to have you here today. I know you could be doing anything else, but I'm so happy you're here. But before we get started, I want to make sure that we give each other the gift of our full attention, because I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to turn off my phone right now. Okay, there we go. And if you could do the same, that would be great. So I know you might have Skype or Instagram or Facebook open. Close all those down. Now, these are fun things, but nothing on Facebook is going to make you a published author right now. But what you're about to discover when you give this your full attention will. So grab a pen and paper, get ready, and we're going to show you the FAST formula to book publishing success one-day workshop. So get out a pad and pen, take notes as you go along. So when you have a question that I haven't answered, do send it to me, because I try to cover all the questions that most people have, but sometimes I forget, or sometimes I've left it off. And you want to go ahead and ask that to me if you have a question. It's authors@facebookpublishing.com. So once again, to get a hold of me is authors@facebookpublishing.com. So let's get started. And here it is. This is for you if, oops, here we go. This is, I like to put it in A, B, and C. So this is for you if you've, I've missed A. If you've been wanting to write a book for years, but didn't know how to get started. That was me for a long time. I didn't know how to get started. I wanted to write a book, had no idea how to get started. And then B is when you're overwhelmed and trying to organize your ideas and complete your manuscript. That would be B. So if you're a B, go ahead and write in your paper B. And then C would be if you've already got a manuscript, you've already done a lot of work, but you keep getting stuck in the same place over and over again. Well, you're C. So what I want you to do is write down, are you an A, a B, or a C? See, I was an A, and if I was taking this right now, I would go right down A, because I wanted so badly to write a book. I just had no idea how to get started. All I knew is I had something to communicate. And if you're like the same way, write it in your pad so you recognize where you are right now. So I want you to imagine taking a one-day workshop that answers all your questions to how you can create your own book that shows your community and the world that you are an expert in your own field. So you can get ready to discover my 3 keys to extracting top content to make your own published book. What would it feel like to complete your own book and represent yourself as a published book author and be the authority, see, authority in your field? Awesome, right? So we would all love to complete a book easily. It's so hard and requires so much work. You get stuck writing your manuscript. You sit in front of the computer with no idea what to write. You hire a book coach and publishing companies. Does this sound familiar? I remember it was 10 years ago. I was trying to complete my own book. I got stuck working my own manuscript. And you know what next? I was disappointed because I was stuck. And I had wasted years of time trying to find my own writing voice and figure it out for myself. I was very, very frustrated, to say the least. Has something like this ever happened to you, where you put everything into it, but you didn't know what you were doing, but you wanted it so bad, and it was just so frustrating not knowing where to turn? Well, would you like me to share with you a secret that I unexpectedly stumbled upon that would help you complete your own book and feel a strong sense of completion? In fact, I promise to you that by the end of this presentation, you will know the 3 keys to produce a book that you'll be proud of. Doesn't that sound great? I'm Jim Connolly, creator and founder of the F.A.S.T formula to your book publishing success. And for over 7 years, I have been showing business people who have a book trapped inside of them how to pull it out and show off their own genius information and to create their manuscript quickly so that you can complete your book faster and get over the inevitable writer's block. Like I said, I stumbled upon a solution that changed everything quite unexpectedly. Because I saw others struggle like I did, I decided to learn the proper way to create book content quickly. I went into action and I found an author of a book that I loved, and I met Peter Lisowski. What I discovered was what I thought was the hardest part of writing a book, producing a manuscript, is as easy as having a conversation. Then with my newfound knowledge, I implemented what I had learned immediately. And I was so happy because in under 3 weeks, I had a completed manuscript. The results have been amazing. I was so excited that I sat down and I defined the process to help other people extract top content to make their book. And now I'm offering it to you as a one-day workshop that will put you into action and begin this simple step-by-step process to having your own book. Here are the 3 keys to remove the belief that you have to be a great writer to complete a book. Here are the 3 keys for you to extract that genius information, that content that's trapped inside of you. So the first one is create a list of general learning points. The second is create questions that draw out your best material. And this is where a lot of people don't quite understand the power of questions. And number 3, get interviewed by a skilled coach. That one extra step makes all the difference in the world. When these 3 keys are implemented in the proper way, the results are astounding. Dr. Renee Gordon, she followed these steps and followed it to a T. She completed her groundbreaking book, Finding Your Love at Last. Dr. Renee told me that she felt a strong sense of completion, finally getting this book out of her and on paper. So I decided to offer the F.A.S.T formula to your book publishing success to show you and many more people how to complete a book quickly at a high quality that makes you the expert in your field. So are you ready to complete your book and feel a strong sense of finally completing it, or gifting it to that special someone so they feel a strong sense of completing their own book? If you said yes, then you're ready to join me for the F.A.S.T formula to book publishing success one-day workshop. But before I get all excited and tell you how you can be a published author, I've got to tell you who this isn't for. If you'd rather make excuses than make things happen, this program is not for you. Because this program was created to give you the tools, guidance, and support to help you complete your own book and become a published author. So if you said yes, you're ready to join me in the F.A.S.T formula to your book publishing success one-day workshop. When you register for my F.A.S.T formula to your book publishing success, you will finally understand how to complete a book. You'll have the tools to help you know how to pull out your best genius content. You'll feel empowered to finally set a completion date and begin planning for your book launch. Participants have told me that this one-day workshop has changed their life and is priceless. Of course, there's Dr. Love, Renee Michelle Gordon, who has written more than one book with our F.A.S.T formula to book publishing success. She's a love and relationship expert, an international speaker, relationship coach, and now an author. Then there's Chipper Chadbourne, Hollywood actor, music artist, patriot, and now an author. And then there's Steve Hornstein, a state lawyer, CPA, professional speaker, and now author. All these people have learned the F.A.S.T formula to having a successful book and publishing their book through our system. These people have successfully written books that have positively benefited their businesses. Click the link below and begin your journey of becoming a published author. But first, let's look at the F.A.S.T formula to your book publishing to success. Here's the information to help you begin your journey to being a published author. Module 1, what kind of book do you want and why? Very important question. You want to figure it out by just determining who your ideal reader and customer is. And we help you with that to help you determine who's the right person to be your reader or customer. And then you create that book around that perfect person that makes you the expert in your field. Module 2, the F.A.S.T formula to creating content. How to create the right amount of modules that make up your book, and how to create your building questions to create awesome content. And module 3, cover creation and more. So how to simply create an attractive and magnetic cover image that people will identify with. How to create that perfect headline that sells. Some people believe that the cover is the most important part of the sale of your book, because when people see it, they're drawn into it. So we make sure we focus on that and show you how this book can teach other people what you're all about by advertising on the back cover of your own book. We'll talk about that later. Module 4, how to prepare for publishing. So we show you how to work with editors, cover designers, and formatters, so you can gather up all your edited, formatted manuscript and get it printed. I mean, that's bottom line what you want it done, but we show you how to quickly do that so you're not wasting your time fumbling through things and having to have things redone over and over. So if this sounds like the right direction for you, click the button below and begin your journey to be a published book author and establish yourself as the expert in your field. So the workshop components are made up of 4 live 90-minute sessions, a live Q&A. All sessions are recorded and transcribed. All slides, handouts, and checklists are included, and access to our Facebook team support for coaching. You get everything. Normally, we all offer the same information from our comprehensive book publishing live course as shown on our website for under $3,000. But when we work one-on-one with clients, they will invest over $7,500 or more with much of the same information you're going to learn this day. This special offer, and by the way, you're not going to pay that $2,997, and you're not going to pay that $7,477 either. This is a special offer, and if you act now, the F.A.S.T formula to your book publishing success one-day workshop is yours for a one-time price of $347. That's total. That's not payments. That's one time. You'll be thinking, wow, so that all seems like a lot of pressure that I'm putting on you. Why would I do that? Because I'm giving you a special offer, and I know sometimes people, they can't use the excuse, I can't afford it, because everybody can afford $347. If you're in business, you spend $347 for business cards. This is something that's going to bring you way more business than a stack of business cards any day of the week. In fact, some people call this the new business card because it is the right way to really connect with your customers. So let me tell you, if you're thinking I'm putting extra pressure on you to take action right now, you're right. That is exactly what I'm doing, because I know the difference this program has made in our students' lives. in our lives. And I am going to do everything in my power to get you to take action today, right now, even if that means giving you a fast. And this bonus is worth more than the get ready to click, because you're going to learn about your, oh, by the way, I want you to imagine for a little bit, because imagination is key here. I want you to imagine that you can take a one-day workshop that answers all your questions to having your own book and shows you in your community, in the world, that you are the expert in your own field. That's huge. So here it is. This is the fast action bonus. So if you go ahead and get started right away, we have the fast action bonus, and this is a 7 ways to make money with your book masterclass. The value is $997. When I presented this class the first time, people were blown away, because the 7 definitive ways to make money with your book and grow your business, those were all things that I did for myself. This was not just theory that if you do this, it may or may not happen. One of the strategies I talk about in this masterclass, I show in using my own book, Cooking Team Building, that in a 3-month period, I generated over $80,000 in added revenue. And only a few $1,000s of that 80,000 was from the sale of my book. Most of the money was gained from the programs connected to my book's title. You'll learn more how to apply this with your own book too. It's all about understanding the strategies. Some of our students, they've made money on their book before it was even published. But that's something we'll save for class, and it'll blow you away how you can have all of your services paid for. Even the price of the books that you buy to sell could be paid for. We'll talk more about that later if you come to the bonus class here. So click on the link below. Begin your journey to being a published author. As you can see, this is realistic. This is a way for you to take action and really make a difference in your life in the next year, because we're coming up to 2022. If we're not there already, because I know my mind has been on it for months, you got to start thinking differently nowadays. And you got to do the thing that your competitor is not going to do. Most people are overwhelmed with thinking about how to put a book together. We've taken the overwhelm out. We've made it easy and fast. So here's some of the questions and answers that people have come to us in the past. So this is what most people typically have asked about this workshop. So I'll share these with you. I have 4 of them, and maybe one of these are the question you might have. So the first question is, how fast can I complete my own book after taking this workshop? And bottom line, here's the thing. You're going to have all the tools available to you to help you continue your journey in completing your own book. Obviously, you're not going to have a book completed that day. That's just not what we're promising here. But we are promising that you'll have a map. Imagine a roadmap that if I asked you to go to a secret destination, you're not going to know how to go unless I tell you where that secret destination is and directly how to get there. A map will show you. You need to take the map that we give to you, and you need to apply it. You need to start your journey if you haven't started already. A lot of people who come to us have struggled to put together a manuscript, and when they come to us, they realize they've been doing it all wrong. A lot of people try to do things the way they were taught in high school on how to write a theme paper. It's not the same thing. We're talking about your business. One of the things that we do is we combine what your needs are as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, and we apply it to this book. So you get to your customer the ideal information that's going to show you as the expert in your field. So you won't be able to complete that book in the workshop. I don't even think I could do that. But here's the thing. It's going to set you up in a way where you will have the confidence to know what to do. And because you're going to be in our Facebook group, you'll have the support of the people around you. So as you're moving along, you'll get answers to questions you will have. So you won't get stuck on something that maybe wasn't answered in class. And also, oh, that goes to the next question. What if I can't make the whole class? Or if that date's not available in my calendar, or I'm going on vacation, whatever it may be. This is recorded. So this class will be recorded, and all the slides and transcripts and notes and everything will be included. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry that you won't have resources to go back and learn. And what we've done is we've broken it down into those 4 modules, and each one of those modules is broken down even further. So if you're going to say looking to how to start a cover and you want to know, well, what image should I be looking for my book, there'll be the part right there. Or how to write a headline, there'll be the part right there to show you how to write a headline. So if you haven't done it, and what's great about it is using the example of of maybe wanting to go back to your notes and find out how to write a headline. And if you find out how to do it, and because you forgot how to do it because there's so many things in your mind, you might not be sure which headline's right. You might write maybe 2 or 3 headlines that they all look good, but which one do you think is best? Well, you can submit them right on the Facebook group and ask the group, what are your thoughts? You can even do like a survey and say, which one do you like the most? And people will vote on which one. So this is a great way to make use of the recorded information. So you don't have to worry that you have to take all these massive notes. No, take notes. But in addition to that, you know that you'll have the support of all this recorded and transcribed for you. Are there other people who do what you do and teach this workshop? As far as I know, nobody's doing quite what we're doing. There are people who have workshops that get people started, and those are great. Where you get the help of just taking that first step, but they're not really. Their goal is not to be your book coach. In fact, that's not my goal to be your book coach. I'm helping you get your book started and completed. And the way we do it is through our FAST formula to book publishing success. And that formula will get you to complete the manuscript so you can go on and put it all together. There are companies who offer services in getting your book done. One particular one, we went to their 3-day seminar, 3 days, and we went to a Marriott, a local Marriott, and we learned all about their company and how wonderful it was. For $50,000, we get to publish our book. Well, I don't know about you, but $50,000 is a lot of money. And to spend it on one book, I could spend it for multiple books, never mind one book. It just was a little bit, I think, too pricey. And they do a good job, but not good enough to invest $50,000. And another company that I heard of, they promise you being an international bestseller. And in fact, one of my clients actually, without my support, went to these company and they spent over $20,000. Now, $20,000 is still quite a bit, but it's less than 50. And they did get her to international bestseller status. But here's the thing. Then she came back to me and she says, now what do I do? What next? Because there wasn't a real plan to go forward with that book. And that was sad because she has a book, it's selling copies, but nobody's taken the next step because the book wasn't set up in a way where people were going to take the next step with you and actually contact you so that you can help them in your way. So, I know some other book coaches that do a great job in helping people. But once again, all the systems that I see out there, the one that's the biggest shortcoming is nobody knows how to help you access the genius within you. That's the part that's the most important thing. So if you can't access that information, it says it's never going to be the book that you truly write. So the other question is, what is my background? Why do I teach this program? I teach this program, first of all, because I did not have the resources to help me. I wanted to do this, and the resources to do it just was not available. And I was frustrated, as I mentioned earlier, and I wanted to get my book out to the people that I catered to because they needed to hear this information. I just didn't know how to start. So my frustration led to finding out the best way, and that's where I was able to. I found I mentioned to you earlier, Peter Lasowski, a friend of mine, invited me in to be a part of his business incubator. So he loved the way that I taught, and I did a lot of work for Fortune 500 companies in the area of leadership and team development. Well, he loved the way I did it. He loved the way I taught. And he asked me, would you be a part of it? I'll teach you my system, and then you can write a book in the process. So we wrote this book. You can see right here. This is a leadership book that we co-wrote, actually. And it's a great book. And it went really fast. We completed it really quickly, which I loved. And we actually used his process, but now what I've done is taken his process and I improved upon it. Like every great thing, you improve upon it. But one of the great things was I got to work in his business incubator for a while. And during that time, I got to work with people just like you and creating their own book. And we also helped them create their own online course because we were able to do both. Because of that, is that I got immense amount of information and training for myself to be able to help people extract that genius information. And I got really, really good at it. So why I do it now is because it's an important part when I help people. I help people in the area. I'm a top performance coach consultant in business, and I'm helping people realize the best they have in their business and their potentials in their business. Well, I believe the best way to do that is through a book. A book is your key to your branding process and plan. A book is the cornerstone of your marketing plan. You can do so much with a book that you can't do without a book. So that's why I teach it. My background, I've done it, and I've done it at a high level. I've done it for years in teaching my own clients, but I realize as some people, the resource of being able to afford $7,500 to help them write their book was out of their realm right now. So instead of trying to, seeing people will go away and not be able to do this, we created this program. So I hope that explained it. I hope I answered some of the questions that you may have or have had in doing this. And if this has satisfied you, click the link below. Begin your journey with us. Become a published author so people can see the genius in you come out. There's nothing better than having a book to help you go the next level in your business. Make your 2022 the best possible by giving yourself the gift of having a book that represents you and your business. Well, with that being said, you know what to do next. Click the link below. You get the bonus class as well, the 7 ways to masterclass, the 7 ways to monetize your book. So you're actually making a difference in people's lives, and you're actually getting rewarded for doing it. So bye for now. I want to thank you for the time that you took to be on here. Click the link below and we'll go to the next step, and I can't wait to see you. So bye for now, and take care.